Hey, my little angels, everybody come on in. I love book club day. Come in, come in. Happy April. I can't believe it's April 1st already. Wow. 2 months I'll be in Ireland. A little over, but still close enough. So everyone come in, have lots of seats. I put all the hardback chairs in a semicircle so we can discuss. I have little end tables everywhere so you can put your beverages on. I've also got all 4 hammocks in case you just want to lay back or sit, whatever. Each hammock's going to fit 3 of you comfortably, or 4 if you're friendly angels. So everybody have a seat. The couch is free, and the rocking chair that'll fit 2 is right over here. Excellent. Okay, great. And we do, of course, there's always meditation cushions. Of course, for you, anything. And for beverages today, I have 2. I have a hot beverage that I'm drinking right now, which is half hot chocolate and half coffee. It's a cafe mocha. I know we've had it before, but I love it. But this way you can either have coffee, I have regular and decaf, hot chocolate, we have sugar-free and not, and, or you can mix them. And I have lighteners and sweeteners. Oh, Candy's joining book club today. Hello, Candy. I have lighteners and sweeteners for everybody. Vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, sugar-free. Got everybody? Let me know if I didn't. And then for the cold beverage, or chilled beverage as we like to say, this is a 7-Up, and I have 7-Up Zero as well, and cranberry juice, and I have sugar-free cranberry juice as well. And I love to mix them together. Isn't this gorgeous? I stole the straw from Baby Angel. She doesn't watch book club. It's glass, but the top is plastic. I think this is just so pretty. It's huge too, but that's okay. So everybody can help themselves. I see we have some new little angels joining our book club today. Hi. Thank you for being here. You can give it a thumbs up. You can share it. You can invite anyone you want to it. If you silently watch and just take in the book reviews, that's okay. We're happy you're here. If, however, you like to leave comments, please do. We absolutely love the comments on this channel. I love to watch you guys interact with each other. I love interacting with you. I like to know what you're thinking and feeling, your ideas, your questions, your concern, anything at all, okay? I'm here for you. And please hit that subscribe button below. And hello to all my returning little angels. I am so happy you guys keep coming back. Thank you. And thank you for keeping the book club going. I was almost going to disband it and then decided I'm going to keep going, okay? So yeah, and please keep the comments coming, because when we connect, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller, and that's a really good thing, guys. So before I get into the book review, and I'm going to talk about the book, I wanted to show you in my ASMR book club. See, it says ASMR book club, established 2024. I've had a few people who suggested books and who've picked the books for our book club, and I'm going to be sending them all a little book package, and they're going to get some of the I'm So Glad You Were Born stickers, and there's going to be some bookmarks for everyone. These ones are kinds you can write on. They're the smaller version. And I even have some of the pens that I've been making. So if you want to choose a book for our book club and join, email me at angelonmyshoulderasmr@gmail.com. I'll add your name to the list. If you're comfortable giving me your address, I will send you out a little bookie package. Now, I do have this bookmark that I use, and I love this one. It's much sturdier than the ones I'm sending out. Sorry. And the ones I'm sending out are blank on the back. But these are, you can write on. So what I've done is, ever since we started the book club, I've been recording the books that we do. I happen to have a fresh one here. So whoever picks our May book is getting this, okay? And for that, I need it to be somebody who has a channel. I'm sorry, guys. You can leave a review if you don't have a channel in the comments. That's not a problem. But I'm trying to get the book club to grow channel-wise as well. So if you have a channel and you want to pick May's book, I'll tell you who you have to get in touch with at the end, and you could get this. We'll see. All right, so what's that, sweetie? What books have we done? Okay, let's see what we've done. Mind Games, that was by Nora Roberts. I don't remember everybody's authors. The Women, that was Kristen Hanna. The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and I can't remember the name, sorry. The 13th Gift. The Lost Bookshop or Bookstore? I think it was Bookstore. I love that book, you guys. I love, love, love that book. The Memory Library. That was such a touching book. I absolutely adored it. The Orange Girl, another great one. And then we're up to The Let Them Theory. And April's book is coming out. It has been chosen. I will tell you who it is in just a minute. But let's get into the review first, and I'm going to tell you about April after. Okay, so The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Now, I heard from a lot of, I love this cover. I heard from a lot of people that follow Mel Robbins. She has a podcast. And when I went into the bookstore, I actually bought this book the day it came out. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. And it was everywhere. They had plastered it everywhere. So I picked up a copy. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I'm not that into self-help books. I mean, I get bits and pieces from different ones, but I wasn't sure about this one. Wasn't sure about it. Guys, it's one of the few books that I highlight and annotate. I actually finished it in 2 readings. I started it in 1. This one, okay, it wasn't really 2, but I forgot to annotate, so we'll just go with that, okay? But yeah, there's so much logical common sense, but it's not just as easy as let them, you know? Because it started out, she did the 1, 2, 3, go type theory. That's how it started. And that's, no, I'm sorry. She gave a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Let me check that out now. Yeah, she did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. I get my numbers mixed up. So what that was is she would give herself a countdown to do something and just do it. Not think about it. If she was having a day where she couldn't get out of bed, she gave herself the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out of bed. Sounds really simple, right? Really easy? It works. I've been trying it. I did a video on procrastination. I did that video to avoid doing the housework I needed to do. But now when I'm trying to do something, I kind of do that in my head. All right, just do it. 5, 4, 3, just do it. And today I needed to take out all the garbages, and there was some upstairs. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Just go up and gather up the stuff upstairs. Just gather up the recycling from upstairs and take it from there. Well, by the time I gathered that up, I'm like, well, it's just downstairs. I just have to, I ended up doing it all. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 does work for me. You have to kind of read, there's actual psychological reasoning behind it. But yeah, I really, really enjoying doing that. So then she started the let them theory. And it happened because she saw a picture on one of the social media sites of a group of women who went on a vacation together. And when she was looking at the picture, she realized, I know them. I know all of them. I was friends with them. Why didn't they invite me? And it caused a funk. She was kind of obsessing about it. And her husband said, are you even friends with them anymore? You're just kind of friendly on social media. He goes, they want to go away without you. Let them. Let them. And that started it. It's not just let them. Because I was saying that. If people are talking behind your back, let them. If people are judging you, let them. It's none of your business. What people say or think about you is none of your business. It's none of my business. And I have a really, really hard time with that, guys. A really hard time with it. But I'm learning that that's not my business. And you know what? It's kind of freeing. It really is. But it's not just let them, it's also let me. Let them, and in her case, let them go on their vacation. Let me accept that they've gone away, and it doesn't affect how I felt about them before I found out about it. Let me be gracious. Let me be kind. Let me still be friendly with them. If someone's going to talk behind your back, let them. Let me keep that in mind, that they're not trustworthy. I used to teach this when I taught confirmation classes, and those girls were, around the 12, 13-year-old, some 14-year-old marks. And I used to tell them, if you have a friend who likes to gossip to you and talks to you all the time about other people, they're talking about you too. And that was, you could see their faces. No, yes. So there's a let them and then a let me. And you have to kind of embrace that let me part. And then she talks about friendships and why some friendships naturally fade. And I've always talked about that. I think there's really, some people are in your life for a long time. Some people are in your life for a short time. And some people are in your life for the right time. And they don't always overlap, I'm lucky and blessed. My best friend and I have known each other since we were 14 years old. We can go, we once went 2 years without seeing each other, but as soon as we see each other, it's back to normal. And, we've been through a lot together. And some friendships just naturally fade away. They were okay for a while. And sometimes you grow and they don't, and sometimes they grow and you don't. And it just kind of becomes a natural fade out. And that's okay too. It doesn't mean you can't be friendly when you bump into them. You don't have to hide your eyes and avoid them. And then another thing, people only change when they feel like it. We can't change someone else, okay? We can't. It's nice to think we can, and we can support people, and we can love them, but they're going to make the change themselves. This is going to be controversial. You guys are going to come for me. I know that. There was one Disney movie, which happens to be one of my favorites, that I didn't want my daughter to see. Which was fine because she really wasn't into the whole Disney princesses and Disney movies. She didn't like cartoons. She found them scary, no matter what it was, including the Smurfs. But I didn't want her seeing Beauty and the Beast. I know. But to me, it was planting a seed I didn't want planted. Your love can change a beast. Your love can change this horrible person. And take it another step. I'm sorry, the logical step is, if I love him enough, he won't hit me. If I love him enough, he'll stop drinking. If I love her enough, she'll stop being so verbally abusive. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. But this is getting very deep. But I know you're going to come for me and tell me it's just a fairy tale, and it's how I feel, okay? I understand she loved him past the facade. I get that. I totally applaud that. But it's the whole idea of the beauty's love can change the beast's mentality and beast's ability. Nah. No. But that's a whole chapter in here. And she doesn't mention Beauty and the Beast. But there's a whole chapter and people will change when they feel like it. I just need a drink, do you guys? Yeah. And that makes it hard sometimes when you see someone. I had a good friend. We were really close. We were spending quite a bit of time together. And then I kind of started seeing, the more time I spent, the more I'm like, you're one of those people who think the rules don't apply to you and your family. And I don't like that. Okay? I don't. I'm just not one of those people. Why don't the rules apply to you? Okay? And then a couple other things happened. And we didn't have a fight. We didn't have an argument. We just kind of stopped calling each other on both sides. And I think that's, yeah. I have another friend who raised their kids a certain way and kept criticizing how I was raising my daughter. And I would say a couple of times, you do you, I do me, okay? I'm not going to criticize how you're raising your child. I did to my husband. However, that was none of her business. But to verbally tell me, no. So that friendship ended with a bit of an argument. But sometimes that happens, relationships have to be, sometimes we have to let them go when it happens. And sometimes we have to let them come back too. Sometimes that happens. And I love this chapter. It's chapter 11. The truth no one told you about adult friendships. Adult friendships are hard. Okay, it's hard to make new friends when you're an adult. It's hard to form that kind of a relationship. And it's hard to maintain it because we all have separate lives, right? It's why you tend to be friends with your kids' friends' parents, because you're kind of all at the same thing at the school functions, at the birthday parties, you're seeing the same people. But there were people I called my work friends, there were people I called my mom friends, and there were people I called my friends. And I was lucky enough, I have one very good friend who started out as my work friend, and we became mom friends, and we're friends. We're friends for life, I consider her, part of my family. And it's hard. Adult friendships are hard. But she goes into I just found this book fascinating. And the other thing I found about it too, and she talks about how to take your relationships to the next level. What if you're with the wrong person? What if you're with the right person? Most of it, I'm not going to lie, it's common sense. It's common sense. But it's common sense told in such a way that you're like, oh, I get it. It's very well written. It's not written in a clinical standpoint. It's written as if she's hanging out talking to you. I could see her standing in front of a group and talking about this. Very, very casual, very light, but goes into deep subjects. I really enjoyed this book. I'd really love to know what you all thought of it. And like I said, if you have a channel and you want to leave your review, I don't care if it agrees with mine or not, that's up to you. Let me know what you thought of it. All you have to do is post a video either the 31st of March or the 1st of April, 2nd of April, and give your book review. I would love to know what you thought of it. If you don't have a channel, but you're part of our book club, and you can still be part of our book club, let me know in the comments what you thought of it, okay? If you'd like a little bookie package, let me know. And until I run out of them, I can send them out. I'll do my best anyways. Postage is creeping up there, guys, creeping up there. So I rate this one high. I give this a 4.25 out of 5, simply because I do like stories. I do. But I like going out of my genre once in a while. And it was interesting to go out of my, and my husband would be watching me and Uncle Angel, and I'd be like highlighting. He's like, what are you doing? I want to remember these because there's certain lines in here. How silly am I? I didn't bring my glasses. Hang on one second. And I'm back. But there was a couple lines in here. So here's why 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 works. Counting backward requires focus and snaps you out of your autopilot. It gives you just enough of a push to keep going, which I thought was really good. And this one is stop wasting your life on things you can't control. That would be me. The problem isn't you. The problem is the power you unknowingly give to other people. I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. This one I said important. Let them is just the first half of the equation. You can't stop there. There's a second critical part of the theory. Let me. The source of your power is not in managing other people. It's in your response. When you say, let me, you're tapping into the power by taking responsibility for what you do, think, or say next. Let me makes you realize that you're in control of what happens next and that life is more fun and fulfilling when you're not sitting alone in your superiority. That is so good. And I know people like that. It talks about the real reason you're exhausted. Anyways, guys, I do recommend it. I highly, highly recommend it. Okay. So, our next book is on my Kindle, which I have decorated with my witchy, crystally, purpley moon. I love the moon. I love the moon so much. Oh, this one isn't the moon. I have the moon on something else, which I will show you since we're here. I have a book. I had purchased this book, okay? And it's our ASMR book club reading journal. However, it's a blank journal, which is fine. I'm going to use it. Don't get me wrong. But I've also decorated this book. And what I'm going to do, books are magic. They are. And what I'm going to do is start this one, but I'm hoping we'll finish too. I'm going to write each book, the date we did it, who picked it. I can only put my initial review in it. I'm just going to move this camera a bit just so we can see that. Now, the next book that we have was chosen by Casey's Coloring Haven. Great channel, guys. You need to go on it. She's amazing. These are my other stickers. God forbid women have hobbies. I like my coffee icy and my book spicy. I like my crystals. Okay, so the next book that we're doing is called The Imaginary Friend by, let me just open it. I'm just trying to get the title page, guys. It sounds so good. I can't wait to read you the synopsis. Okay, so it's Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. Okay, and okay, you know what? We're not going to read because I want everyone to discover it on their own. All right, but I think it's going to be an amazing read. It's not a genre we've done in the book club, and I am looking really forward to this. So remember, Casey's Coloring Haven, and she's picked the April book. So what you're going to do, if you want to pick May's book, is let her know that you want to choose May's book and what it is, and she'll let me know, and then you can email me and I will send you out a book, the bookmark. And this is great because you can write, Candace, you can write the books you've read the year, anything you want, but it's writable and it's amazing. So thanks for joining again to the book club. I so enjoy our visits, and always remember that I love you, I value you, I honor you, I pray for you, and I'm so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born. Keep reading.